All right, today we're jumping into something really special, the Changemaker's Playbook. This is for anyone out there who's ever had a great idea to make things better, but wasn't quite sure how to start. If you've ever wanted to make a real impact, this one's for you. I mean, think about it. You ever see a problem in your own neighborhood, right in your backyard, and just wish you could do something about it? We've all had that feeling, right? You walk past the same issue day after day and just think, man, somebody should really fix this.
Well, that feeling, that little voice in your head, that's not just frustration. That right there, that is a spark. It's the tiny flicker that starts every single big fire of meaningful change.
And the person who decides to act on that spark, well, that's what we call a changemaker. And listen, this is not some exclusive club with a secret handshake. It's a role that literally anyone can step into. And this playbook, this is going to be your guide. Okay, so what does it mean to be a changemaker? Where does it all begin? It always starts with an idea, with that initial spark we just talked about. But before you can go out and start building anything in the real world, you've got to have the right tools on the inside first. Any great project needs a solid foundation. And for a changemaker, that foundation is your mindset. So let's go ahead and open up your inner toolkit. The first tool, and honestly the most important one, is passion. And we're not just talking about kind of liking something. No, this is the core energy source for the entire journey. Your passion is your why. It's what's going to get you through the tough days when you feel like quitting. Next up in the toolkit, determination. Okay, so if passion is the fuel, determination is the engine. It's what takes all that fiery emotion and turns it into a concrete, rock-solid commitment to see your goal through to the end, no matter what. And finally, you absolutely need persistence. Because let's be real, making change is never a straight line. You will face setbacks. It's going to happen. Persistence is that grit, that resilience, the ability to get knocked down, learn a lesson from it, and get right back up every single time. So, you've got your mindset locked in. Your inner toolkit is ready to go. Now what? How do you turn all that inner fire into an actual, practical plan? Well, that brings us to the blueprint for action. Look, any great plan can be broken down into 4 key steps. First, you identify the issue and get super specific. Cleaning the park is a nice wish, but installing 3 new trash bins on the east path is a problem you can actually solve. Second, create a vision. What does success look like? Picture it. Third, you innovate a solution. This is your how. And finally, you launch a campaign to get people excited and on board. And hey, let's be clear about this word innovate. It can sound kind of intimidating, right? It doesn't mean you have to invent some crazy new piece of technology. Innovation is simply about finding creative, practical solutions. It could be a new community event, a better way to organize volunteers, or just looking at an old problem with a fresh pair of eyes. Okay, now for a really crucial point. Having a blueprint is great, but trying to build it all by yourself is one of the biggest mistakes people make. True, lasting change, it's rarely a solo act. Yeah, that individual drive is what gets the ball rolling, no doubt. But teamwork, that's what gives the ball momentum. That's what amplifies your impact. When you work together, you're combining everyone's unique skills, you're sharing the burden, and you ultimately create a force for change that is so much more powerful. So what makes a team strong? It really just comes down to 3 key things. 1, everyone contributes what they're good at. 2, information is shared openly, no secrets. And 3, the whole thing is built on a foundation of trust. All right, we've gone over the mindset, the plan, and the team. Now, let's get to the best part, the payoff. Let's talk about the real, tangible difference you can make when you actually put this whole playbook into action. Because remember, the whole point here is to bring about real positive change. It's not just about having good ideas or talking about problems. It's about taking action that leads to a measurable, positive shift that people can actually see and feel in their community. Of course, it's one thing to talk about the goal, but getting there, not always so simple. The path of a changemaker is almost guaranteed to be filled with challenges. You are going to face obstacles. You'll have to overcome fear, whether it's the fear of public speaking or just the fear of failure. And yeah, practical hurdles like finding funding are very, very real. But remember that inner toolkit. Your determination and persistence were basically designed for moments just like these. And know this. Every single action you take, every obstacle you manage to overcome, it does more than just move your project forward. It lights a spark of hope. not just for you, but for everyone around you who's watching. So, there you have it. You have the playbook. The only question left is, what change will you make?